thanks again for stopping by to another video with me. I have an exciting tutorial that I'm so happy that I finally got the chance to film. And by the way, if you are new here, my name is Amy. I make videos in regards to all Cricut related things, whether it's starting your own craft business on Etsy or any other platform, making personal projects, making projects for your shop. As you can tell from the thumbnail and the first clip, I am showing you guys how to screen print a t-shirt, and it is this t-shirt right here. I'll show a little screen of it up close of all the wording, but basically if you do not know what screen printing is, it is another method to apply designs to a t-shirt, and this is a great option for those if you have a t-shirt shop, if you want to start an Etsy business, you don't want to use HTV vinyl. It actually is, I think, a little bit longer lasting than the HTV vinyl, and it doesn't have to be so delicate in the wash or anything. I did a tutorial last year around Christmas time with the same kind of format of the list of all the words just for a Christmas t-shirt, and it is with HTV vinyl. So if you guys want to check out how to use HTV vinyl with a t-shirt, please click the card right here, and I will also put it down below in the comment section for that video. Let me stop babbling as usual. If you like this video so far and you want to see more tutorials like this, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up, because I greatly appreciate all the comments and all of your responses. I try to reply to almost every single person's comment. I just like to help you guys out as much as I can. And finally, let's get into the tutorial. First, as usual, I unhid the sample I made earlier so you can see what the design will look like. So we are going to click the text button and type each fall word on a different line. What's nice is that you can completely customize this to your own, so you don't have to do the exact same words as mine. This design's font is Special Elite, which is a font I purchased for commercial use, by the way. So I adjusted the line and letter spacing slightly, but then decided to ungroup the last word because I didn't like how close the and sign was to the word bonfires. Once I adjusted it, I grouped everything and welded my design. Now we can remove the old one and adjust the sizing. I always measure my shirt off camera, by the way, beforehand for proper measurement. Click Make It. Since we are using the screen printing board, our design must be mirrored. You also need to use the entire 12 by 12 mat and move the design to the middle, and I will show you why in just a bit. You can click Continue and then click Vinyl, and then we can feed our mat into the Cricut. I always remove my vinyl face down so less bubbles appear on the design. And now it's time to weed. Since we're using vinyl as a stencil, you want to reverse weed, aka remove all the lettering from the design, just like how I did in my welcome sign video for when I painted it, which I will post a card right here if you guys want to check that out. I found it easier to put the transfer tape down first and then place the design on top of it. Sometimes when I put the transfer tape to the design, more bubbles form, and we want the least amount of bubbles to ensure an even surface for when we screen print. I also press down with my hands and then quickly use the scraper tool to make it more even. So I will show you guys my first failed attempt. This is the screen printing board from Amazon, and it is the bigger size, not the regular size. I will link all the products in the video description, by the way, so you guys can check that out. Next, we can remove the backing from the vinyl and make sure to go very slow with this because some of the inside letters may want to pop up. Like you can see the S was popping up a little bit and a few of the other inside of the E's and A's. Sorry, I blocked a little bit of this part, but once the backing is removed, place it on the back of the screen printing board, so not where it shows speedball, and then try to get it in the middle as close as you can because it'll help us just make the design more even. I press down again with my fingers and then flip it over to use my scraper tool. This is so important because we do not want the speedball ink to leak when we're transferring the design. And I like to go very slow, and I go from top to bottom. Now we can flip it over again and remove the transfer tape. So again, go very slow because you'll see some of the letters want to come up and we want it to be as even as possible. Because if you go too fast, you may rip the design and that will definitely have the ink leak through. So you just want to go as slow as possible and take your time. I then take my scraper tool and go over any areas that have bubbles on both sides. And then I flip over and scrape it again one more time. Next, we can take some painter's tape or frog tape, which is what I use, and tape along the edges of the design. So when screen printing, the ink can bleed easily, so make sure to tape the sides and bottom or top area so it doesn't transfer to the shirt. Now we're taking my white speedball ink and a plastic spoon to dip some along the top of the design. So this is actually one of the mistakes I made because I didn't use enough ink. I wasn't paying attention to how much I used and I didn't put enough on the sides as well, which you'll see on the bottom of the design. It actually is very faded. So make sure when you're doing this, you'll want to be very generous. And the second mistake is that I was not using enough pressure when pressing it down with my squeegee. So you can see it was kind of very light and I did it once and then I removed it and this happened.
Well, shit.
So today is day 2 and I redid all of these steps I showed you before, so I'm going to speed it up a bit. So first I measured the shirt, and this is really important to measure first before you tape so you don't have to guess where the middle of the t-shirt is. Now you can see I use a lot of ink, especially on the ends too, because like I said, I wanted to make sure I got every area of the shirt possible. Then I use a lot of pressure with my squeegee board and go over it about 2 to 3 times. And you'll see that when I remove the squeegee, there's a lot of excess ink, and you can actually take that and you could press it down again like I do here, but I still had enough left over where I just used the spoon and then scraped the rest of it back in the container. And then I slowly removed it and I did a happy dance because it finally worked. So in order to set the ink, you'll want to have the t-shirt dry for at least a few hours, but I let it sit overnight for 24 hours because I did not want to have any other chances of ruining the shirt again. So use a Teflon sheet and press down the shirt with the heat press at 320 degrees for 40 seconds. And once it's removed, it is ready to wear.
And there you have it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial just as much as I did making it. I do want to have your opinion. Please put in the comment section below whether you liked it or not, if you had any difficulties. I am here to help you. Also, shoot me a message on Instagram. I'm always active on my Instagram. Usual pop-up right here of my Instagram, but I always try to post on my stories all the time and show you guys what I do behind the scenes when I'm not filming YouTube videos. And my Instagram is my business name and it is Shop New Moon Co. I hope you all loved this tutorial and I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Bye!